Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Clap along.
Hiya, so today this is my second video and it's like my first speaking video, and I will be showing a collection video which will be my Rimmel collection. Now sorry if I'm sniffing or sneezing a lot today, but I'm coming down with a cold, but I still wanted to film this video. I did actually want to film a haul video for this week, but I didn't feel like I had enough stuff to make into a haul, so that won't be done till about maybe 2 or 3 more weeks. So I thought I'd do my collection instead. Now, to be honest, I did think I would have a lot more Rimmel products than I actually do, because when I got all my products together, I honestly did think I had more, but I don't. But because I had all my video planned out, I didn't really know what else to do. I still thought I'd go along. You might think it's a small collection, you might think it's big. I don't know what you'll think, but I will get on with the video. Start off with like face products, so I'll start with foundation. Now I do have 2 different types of Rimmel foundations, but one of them I have in 2 bottles, which is the Wake Me Up foundation. Now I have them both in 100, which is ivory. I think it is the lowest shade colour, but I still think it's quite orange, like it's quite tanned. It's not that pale really, so I only really use this in the summer and the spring. I don't use it in the winter, but you probably all seen it, you probably all own a bottle, but here it is. So sorry if you can't see that well, and my hand's shaking, but you know, you can still see them. And one of them is a stick, which is the one that's used the most, and one of them's a pump, because I used to pump when I go on holiday. A second foundation, which I used before I used the Wake Me Up foundation. Now I wouldn't say it's as good, it's not as much coverage, and it doesn't really like rub into my skin that well. It doesn't suit my skin, but I suppose maybe for someone who's starting off with foundation, this would be a good one, just their stay matte one. And I have got the 300 Natural Beige. Now, like I said, I wouldn't really recommend this, but it was, I think it was £4, so you can't really go wrong with a £4 foundation. And I do think this is quite orange, this colour. I think it's probably the 3rd colour. Next I move on to BB creams. Now I've only currently got one, and it's in the Rimmel line. Now I do sometimes use this in the winter, in the autumn, but I don't feel like it's that good coverage, especially as in the winter I do have a lot of spots, so I do need something a bit like more. It looks like this, you might have seen it, and it is in the light shade. Again, sorry if my hand's shaking. I think it was like £4. I wouldn't say anything special. Again, it's not really that coverage, but it is a nice colour for my face, and it does like set my face out evenly, which I find okay. But that's all I have to say about that. Now, moving on to concealers. Now I currently own 4 Rimmel concealers, and but I only have 2 types. So I have the Wake Me Up ones, which again most of you probably own who have seen, as it goes with the foundation collection. So it's just these. Now as you can see, they're probably slightly different shades, because one of them is the first one, which I really don't know what they're called because the lettering's rubbed off, but I know one of them is the 4th or 3rd darkest colour, and the other one's the lightest colour, which I use the lighter one for the winter and then the darker one for the summer. And because I have the Wake Me Up foundation, it all mixes well. I have is the like stick formats, which aren't liquid, I don't know what you'd call it, which are these ones. Now I have one in the shade Natural Beige and one in the shade Soft Honey. Now again, I only use these on like bigger spots which need more coverage, and the Natural Beige one's like nearly used up. Again, these are really good. Now they don't go out on my face smoothly, and they can be quite blotchy, but if you do have a really bad spot, again I do think they work better for liquid concealers. And this is the Soft Honey one, so a little bit lighter. Don't know if you can see it that well, but this is better again for the winter, and that one's better for the summer. I move on to powder, and I will use the one that's basically run, and I'll go into the one that's basically run out. Now, it's the transparent or translucent one, whatever you want to call it. It looks like this. Now, I did used to love this one, and I did think it was really good until the Stay Matte one came out, or everyone was talking about it. Now, this is a loose powder, and so obviously the Stay Matte one is a pressed powder, and this is loose. Now, sorry about that, had the hiccups. Now, I do think, I wouldn't really know what the difference is. I'd say the pressed powder probably stays on longer, but it does have more of a colour. It gives more of a colour to your face. Then I have two of the Stay Matte pressed powders one, which this one, which I don't know if you can see, that is the Silky Beige, which I think is the second darkest one. So at the time when I bought this, it was the first time I bought a Stay Matte one, and I did, even though it's the second darkest shade, I did think it looked quite light. Now I got home, I put it on my face, and it basically looked like a bronzer. So now I thought I would go buy another one, so then, because I would just use it as a bronzer in the summer, in the spring. The one I use at the minute, which is all broken and cracked because I dropped it on the floor, is the Peach Glow one, and it's nearly all gone. Now, I do really love this one because as I don't wear, sorry about that, because I don't wear foundation at the minute, I do find this is a really good one because it gives a nice colour to your face, a little bit more, like obviously my skin looks quite pale now, but it is quite ish tanned, I suppose, in the light. And it's just a nice finish. Again, these are really good. They give a really smooth effect. And I do want to buy the transparent one or translucent one, because when I start to wear foundation, which will be soon, I would just want a clear one. I won't know how to make my face more tanned. Next, I will go into blushes. The one I have is called Pink Rose. Now, I did try this on the other day, and I don't know if you can see it that well, but I did try it on the other day, and I did think, why on earth did I used to wear this? Because it is quite dark and pink, but then I suppose a lot of people like this. Again, I think this is £2 or £3. There's the inside, if you can see that a bit better. And with blushes, I really don't see the difference. I mean, I don't own many anyway, but I see a blush is a blusher. Like, obviously, you want it to stay on longer, but if you don't really care, just go for cheap. Okay, so that's it for my face products, and I'm going to lip products. Now, I own one. It's in the shade 64 Obsession, and it looks like this. I suppose if you have a similar colour or a Rimmel similar colour, I don't know if you can see that, but I suppose it'll work, but I don't really see nothing's good about it. It's just this colour, so it's quite a dark colour. Next, I'll go into eyeliners. I currently have one Rimmel eyeliner, which is just a plain black, which everyone needs a plain black, which I wear in the holidays and at weekends, but not for school. And it's called number 6, Black Magic. Both is probably different shades, but it just looks like this. I think this one was £3. And I think it is, even though I find eyeliner quite hard, I think this is really easy application. And again, £3, £2, I really don't see what the difference is with eyeliner. So go pick up a plain black Rimmel. Okay, currently my last makeup products is mascaras. Now, I did used to own quite a few more Rimmel mascaras, but they've been shut out because they've been used and I can't remember what they're called. But I personally don't think Rimmel mascaras are that great quality, not at all. They leave your lashes quite clumpy, it's quite flaky, and it's not really the best mascara, but I sometimes use them, so they'll go in my collection. Okay, first of all, I got the Scandaleyes Mascara Extreme Black. Now, quite a lot of people probably own a Scandaleyes ones. Now, again, I wouldn't really recommend this one. I did used to own it, but it's quite, the brush looks like this, and for 2 months it was quite nice. It was quite a nice finish, but now it's quite clumpy. So yeah, another one which I was really disappointed with is the Day to Night one. Now, I probably bought this one in about September. I don't know when it came out, but I saw it on the advert and I thought, I've always wanted one like this, a length and a volume in one, and it was £6. or 7. So again, I weren't expecting much, but I thought it'd be a lot better quality. Now, the length brush, I would say, is okay. It looks like that. The length brush is alright, nothing special, but not clump, which I was really disappointed though with the volume brush, which is this one, if I can get it out. Now, you might not be able to see, but when it goes on my lashes, it is the clumpiest, one of the clumpiest mascara I've ever put on. Okay, so that's all my makeup products. I will quickly go into nail polishes now. Again, these are my most nail polishes. I've got the most of them. They cost, cheap ones cost £2 or £3. They dry fast, even the ones that aren't 60 seconds. Good quality, last a long time, don't chip much. Okay, so I've got one like more expensive one, which I think costs £6. That's rent, which is the Aqua Pro, which is in the shade, if I can find it, 317 Coral Romance. Okay, next I've got just a Crack Your Colour ones, and it leaves a zebra print, and it's in the colour 10 Black Graffiti. We have 4 60-second nail polishes, so I will just quickly go through them. There's 320 Rapid Ruby, which is a very deep red. You probably can't see it on camera. Is that a bit better? Oh no. 210 F3L, I don't really know how to say that. That's just like a light shimmery pink. And then 825 Sky High, which it looks quite blue on camera, but it's not. It's like a turquoisey, greeny colour. And then finally a 260 Funtime Fushika. Never known how you say that, but there it is. Like a hot pink, quite a deep pink. Next, I have quite a lot of the I Love Last and Finish. With the I Love Last and Finishes, they do have like a collection where it's got like a fruit scented smelling ones. And I do have one of them. I have the cranberry one, and it's called 66 Cranberry Zest. Now this is quite a nice like reddy pinky colour. I don't really know how you describe it. Okay, then my other ones are just normal ones, and okay, so I just go through them all. Okay, so this is 195 Perfect Plum, which is just a block purpley colour. And then I have 705 Tangy Tangerine, which this one doesn't smell, but it's just a light orange. Now it's a little bit darker off camera, but you get the idea. And then a 45 Misty Jade, which again, this looks quite blue on camera, but it's actually a very light green, minty green. And a very similar one, which is a little bit darker and shimmerier and glossier. It's called 700 per drop. Again, this does look darker normally than it actually is on camera. And then last but one is 298 Azure, which is a dark, glittery, shimmery blue. And 239 Your Majesty, which I actually like the name of that. Is a silvery, glittery, greyy nail polish. Don't know how to describe it. So that is my collection. Actually, filming it, I do actually think now I have quite a bit. Most of it is nail polishes and face products, obviously. Not much eye products, one lip product. Yeah, so I do hope you like it today. Sorry if the light's been a bit dodgy. This light has just seemed like there's a glistening light, and I've been sniffing. And there's been a tissue in the video a lot, but not much I can do. So yeah, I will be hopefully back next week. I know you probably think, you might watch my video and think, why should I describe to her? Because she never uploads. Firstly, my channel's been up for 2 weeks, okay? Secondly, or 3 weeks, I don't know. Secondly, I probably won't be able to do a lot of videos because I've got 2 projects, and I have French revision, and I have homework, so I haven't got enough time. But I will promise you, I know it might be quite a way away, but definitely in the holidays I will be uploading a lot. So if you want to subscribe to me, you can subscribe to me now if you want, because then you never know, there might be 1 week where I have no homework, no revision, and I just do a load of videos. So yeah, one reason to subscribe to me and like the video. Okay, thank you, bye.